of a noisy area, so that's why I asked a special cameraman today to come in closer. I'm here to tell you the story of Giustina Rossi, whose sculpture you just saw up there. She is known as La Vecchia del Mortar because she had a mortar in her hands. The mortar was the thing to grind the spices with. So back in 1310, many centuries ago, she actually stopped a rebellion by dropping her mortar out the window on the head of the rebels. So what happened was the Doge at the time, it was Pietro Gradenigo, and there were some people who didn't like the way he was ruling the city. So there was a rebellion, and Marco Querini and Bajamante Tiepolo, they decided to join a different side to the city, and they also had a friend on a ship, so they were supposed to come from 3 directions and coming here to the Basilica San Marco in the Doge's palace where the Doge lived. Well, as the groups were converging, they came through this walkway, they came down this passageway, they converged here. Well, Giustina Rossi, she had a shop selling mirrors here on this very busy street. And as she heard all this ruckus, all the people here were very upset because this was bad for business, it was bad for the country, and they were loyal citizens to the Doge. So some people were throwing rocks and tiles from the ceiling, or the roof. What she did was drop her mortar out the window. Well, it happened to hit the guy who was carrying the flag bearer. He fell to the ground, he died almost immediately, and the other rebels were so shocked by this sudden death of their flag bearer that they scattered in every direction. That ended the rebellion. The Doge's soldiers were able to come in and quell the rest of the rebellion. So the Doge was so happy with Giustina Rossi, he said, "What would you like in thanks?" And she said, "I would like to fly my flag from the window on every festival." He said, "Great, no problem." And she said, "I wish that my rent never increases for me and for my daughters." She was paying 15 ducats in rent, which I don't know, it was very little. So for the rest of her life, the life of her daughters, the rent never increased. In fact, it was in the 1400s, more than a century later, her grandson had the apartment, but he was away as a soldier, actually in the Navy, and they increased the rent. He came back and said, "Hey, don't increase my rent," and the state people said, "Oh, okay, we will return the rent to 15 ducats. It stayed that way until 1797, 15 ducats rent, as thanks to La Vecchia del Mortar. So it's really an incredible story and a remarkable woman who stopped a rebellion. In fact, if you turn the camera down now, right here on the ground, this is a marker showing June 10th, 1310. Thanks for listening to my story today.